In a few weeks it's going to be Christmas, and it's time to do a little decorating to make the homestead a little bit more cheery. He's following me. Hey friends, it's Barbara Sue at Kowalski Mountain, and welcome back to the homestead. So Christmas is in just a couple of weeks, and Philip and I live in some pretty tight quarters here at the homestead, so I don't really decorate very much for Christmas, but I do a little. The cat is still following me. Now today is the first sunny day that we've had in a while. And so I thought I would come out and do some foraging so I could make a Christmas wreath. Now I'm looking for some specific things, and I've come out here on the road, and I'm going to pick right along the easement. I'm going to get some juniper, and I'm going to get some pine. I'm looking for sumac out here on the road is what I'm actually looking for way out here. And then we have these really pretty pink berries that I want to get as well, and those are back, actually they're back that way. But first we're going to look for the sumac out here on the road. Now honestly I thought that was it right there, but that's not very pretty. I think this is the sumac. I'm not positive, but it's not as red as I thought it would be, but it does have a good texture. So I've got a few, and I'm gonna go see if I can find any more. Oh, I did find something here that I want. A pine tree. Let's see if I can find any low branches. Not a one. Not a single low branch, which is very unfortunate because I doubt you can tell this from here. So back there, up there, is our mountain. And that's where the pines are. Way over there, way up that hill. So I'm hoping to find some out here. I dropped my pruning shears. Those are Philip's favorite ones. I've got to find them. Thank goodness I found them. Okay, now I think there's some prettier sumac over here, which is why I was looking for the pruning shears here. The sumac up here looks a little bit more red. And that color is really what I want in my wreath. So this is much, much prettier. This is red and it's gonna look much nicer on my wreath. You guys stay with me? Yeah. Now that's probably enough to keep me from having to walk up that mountain. Now I had knee surgery actually way back in March, and I still have pain, so I really don't want to climb up that hill if I don't have to. So we're going to forage down here if we can help it at all. Well, I found way more out here than I expected to, so that's pretty exciting. Now I'm gonna go get those pretty pink berries that I want, and then the rest we're gonna pick up closer to the house. Now I'm kind of being picky about what I pick. I want them to have longer stems so they can be tucked into the wreath a little bit easier. I've about got all I need. Let's go on home and make our wreath. All right. Now I did pick out some juniper that has the blue berries on it, but I only have one tree like in this general area that does that, so I didn't get a lot of that. I got some plain that I'm going to use as the majority of my base. And so I just have a wreath frame here. This costs like $2 in a store. And the best part is you can reuse it. Now I'm just gonna weave I'm weaving this into the frame. And you can use like zip ties and stuff, but I find that you can do it without. And it's a lot easier to take apart later. And I say take apart because I use my frame year after year. I just take all the greenery off of it at the end of the season and tuck it away, and I use it again. Now I really like my wreaths to have texture and dimension to them. That's why I get so many different types of greenery. So we're just going to keep tucking in these pieces of greenery and until it fills up. Well, my wreath is coming together, and it's really not as full as I'd really like to see it. I'd really like to work on it with it hanging up. I gotta find a nail. So with it hanging up, now we can see some areas that look a little bit more sparse, a little areas that look flat, which we couldn't see that when it was laying down.
Is there a wire off of it? Am I going to the frame?
Yeah,
How much meat do I have? Alright, I see the wire. Okay, and how far, who? Really, it's going to be in that crack.
Oh, that's fine.
Well, I can go to the left a little bit. I need to see where you want it.
I just want it up here. I'm gonna fuss with it still. It's not.
You want it right there, that low? How about going a little bit, just, there you go, right there.
And does it need to be anchored to two places so it doesn't swing?
Well, that's easy because you can pull a wire through.
You want?
Alright, go.
Looks pretty good. Now, even if you don't have a great place to forage for greenery like I do, you can actually go to a tree lot, and they always have a bin that when they trim up the trees and they cut off the bottom, all those extra branches that they cut off the bottom for people, they throw them in a big bin. And even if you don't buy a Christmas tree there, you can usually pull some greenery from the bin. So check it out. Fresh wreaths don't last forever, so this is only going to last for a couple weeks, but for now we're going to enjoy it, and hopefully it'll last till Christmas. Well, friends, as always, I really appreciate you watching, especially to the very end. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit that button. I'd love you to be a part of the Kowalski Mountain family. Thanks so much.